Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here. In the season, I don't know what season around 12, 13 of GBL dropped today. We're going to go over it and we're going to focus on a few things. We're going to focus on the biggest thing I think they said is no more classics moving forward. So that means no more level 40 Ultra League and Master League. So we're going to talk about that for a minute. We're going to talk about these move balances, which don't affect a ton of Pokemon, just a couple here and there. I'll quickly go over the what is coming up because there are a couple things you should know. But other than that, for me, this is a bit, not that it's a bit of the end of this game, but this game has already become so, this is going to be filled with a lot of rants today. This game has already become so stale, and you've seen it in, so I play Factions, right? And Factions has some of the best people in the world. It's got way better metas than this. It's not like I find that Niantic does really, really bad with specialized cups, and Sylph does really, really good with these unique cups. And the faction turnover, if you haven't seen it, this offseason has been crazy. And it's basically like teams who got promoted are disbanding. Because basically what's happening is 2 to 3 to 4 people from each team, we lost 2 on ours, are just getting tired of GBL. A couple people on my team who don't even play GBL anymore, just play Sylph. And it's just like this game has become so stale. And if we're going to look through this, barely any changes to moves. So the meta is not going to change at all for the majority of these leagues. You're taking away you're forcing people to do XL Master League, so level 50. So it's a big investment in Dust and XLs. And it's just like this game is becoming so stale, and the bug crashing like this. I've now crashed like 4 to 5 times per day now, and I'm glad I already hit Legend. But like if they don't fix this by next season, like I'm just gonna tank early ELO because of this. They're not fixing the bugs, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. So it starts on Thursday. Basically everything's staying the same. Here is the league. We'll go over the specialized cups, but let's just go quickly. Like, okay, couple weeks of Great League Open, that's great. Ultra League, they have the Classic here, right? So Ultra League Premier Classic, that's level 40. With a Holiday Cup Great League, right? So there's a lot of Great League early on. I'm not worried about that. Holiday Cup Ultra League Edition, right? So this is, and 2 weeks of this, which is interesting. Master League and Master League Holiday Cup Ultra League Edition for 2 weeks straight, which is interesting. So we have that, and then so Ultra League, I'm guessing this is level 50 as well, but I'll check down there. Then we have it all open. A couple Great Leagues again, right? So it's not like the Great Leagues aren't here, but here is where towards the end of the season they're starting to say get ready for XL League, because Ultra League and Ultra League Premier, right? That's both level 50. So both level 50 in Ultra League. They do give you another Great Cup because it's the Love Cup around Valentine's Day. They always do that. And then here we go. The day is wrong, but Master League and Master League Premier, level 50 and level 50 with no legendaries, right? So if you don't have level 50s, you can't play this week. Like I can't play this week right now. I may build up by then, but I don't know. And then another, again, Open League Master, and then a Great League Cup, which is fine because at least it's not limited to, I hope it's not limited to certain timings. A Go Battle Day, again, this is how they're kind of doing these Go Battle Days for an Elite Charge TM, right? So it's worth playing that just to get like the Elite Charge TM, and all things are active. Vulpix with Ember, this is interesting. So I love Ninetales. If you've been on the channel for a while, I've used Ninetales like for 2 years before it was even popular. And Vulpix, you're now getting Ember. So the fast move right now is Fire Spin. Ember is the move that you need to Elite TM to get it. So if you evolve during this time, you will get Ninetales that knows Ember, right? So that is actually a community day, Go Battle Day, or whatever they're called, that is worth playing. And it's during the Ultra Power 1 Power Cup. So that's interesting. Rewards, do not care about all these rewards. They're all garbage. I have not got a legendary this entire season, so I do not care about that. The timed research pass, again, easy to do these 500 wins if you play like most of your stats every day. So you'll get another elite fast and charge TM. So like they're giving these away. That's good on them for giving them away. Don't care about rewards. So Great League Remix, we've seen this before. Top 20 Pokemon banned. Usually the same Pokemon every season. That's fine. Ultra League Premier. So the difference between Premier and Premier Classic is that, did I already skip over the XL part? Did I already skim the XL part? Is the XL part down below? I guess the XL part is down below. Oh no, regarding Classic Cups here, I didn't have the XL. So trainers, as XL Candy has become more accessible thanks to XL being available at level 31, that does not actually mean accessible, Rare Candy XL being a potential reward for completing in-person raids, Very rare, very rare in general, but yes, sure. We will be tying Classic Cups after this season. We'll running Premiers more frequently. So basically that means that level 40 is gone. You're going to have these multiple weeks where you're going to have Master League, Premier, which is still both level 50. So start grinding those XLs if you have not done that yet. We have a couple Premiers. The last week I forgot to mention is a Mega Edition. So Mega Pokemon Omega Blood. That's interesting. It's going to be interesting. So first you need level 50, and then you need to have Mega Evolve. Again, Mega Evolving is not too bad because you can get like tons of candies for like Gyarados and other Pokemon that are strong. But yeah, it's another essentially hidden behind. And this is what Niantic's doing, right? You're hiding accessibility behind paying for raids. Now I'm having a debate because our Master League specialist, he basically says he's in the same scenario that I am, right? He's actually got 3 kids, full-time job, but he grinds. He does grind, spends money on this game. I do not. But he's grinding, and he says like it shouldn't be a free handout. Like XLs have been around for a while. You should be able to push some of these like leagues. So I'm like, it just depends. Like I'm the type of person that, like, I work from home. I got 2 kids in it, so I can't just like go out and raid. I don't spend money on this game. So getting XL candy is extremely tough and rare for me. So we'll see. Fighting Cup was dumb the first time around, and then they're going to limit the Pokemon, which just makes it even more dumb. Holiday Cup, and then the Specialized Cup. I'm not going to go over them now because I'm going to go over them when it comes. Let's go over to the limited move update. So barely any new Pokemon got moves. The moves they got are garbage. I'll go over those in a second. Very little attack changes. The only attack changes that you have here is Wing Attack. I think this may be a mistake because chance to lower the opponent's Pokemon attack is no longer guaranteed. I don't think that's what Wing Attack did in the first place because like Wing Attack's the fast move. So I think this is a mistake. Poison Fang, energy cost increase. This is, I'm going to bring it up here. This is only attacking one Pokemon in particular, and that is Nidoqueen. The Poison Jab, Poison Fang, in 2 shield scenarios, you won like almost anything. It was ridiculous how the Poison Jab, Poison Fang combo worked there. So they are going to increase the energy for Poison Fang, so you can't just keep lowering your opponent's defense and just spamming like that. So Nidoqueen will get knocked down a bunch. Golbat will have it as well hit the Poison Fang, which it's not as relevant, but it still had some play, being able to like Wing Attack and lower your opponent's defense. There's not any others that are really in here that have Poison Fang that matter. And then Charm, right? Charm gets nuked. So Wigglytuff, Ninetales, Grand Bull, all those Charmers powered down by 1. Powered down by 1 doesn't seem significant. It is actually quite significant whenever you lower something by like 1 in this game. So I think it will make a difference. I think Double Charm will just probably be less prevalent, and if Double Charm is less prevalent, maybe Darks become more prevalent. I don't think it's going to change the meta too much, in my opinion. Quite honestly, I don't think it'll change it too much. Move updates. So Leo and Prior, so Pokemon that already don't have legacy moves, like are now can learn Incinerate. So like, okay, Leo is Spicy Pick for Great League, or Little Cups, like now knows Incinerate. Okay, Prior, same sort of thing. And then Meteor Beam, I gotta look up the stats for Meteor Beam. Sudowoodo, Aggron, Tarantum, Aurorus, all learn Meteor Beam. So I gotta look up the stats of Meteor Beam. But actually, let me see if I can look it up right now. I don't know which Pokemon would have Meteor Beam right now, or is it a new? It looks like it's is it a new move, or does no Pokemon just have this move right now? And you can't just search moves on PvPoke, no. So I'll have to circle back on that one when they update, but for my first guess is that it will not make a difference at all. And speaking about another thing that will not make a difference, what happens when you give, actually it may affect, I'm actually going to take that back. What happens when you give 2 extremely glassy Pokemon a nuke move? Doesn't matter because Gourgeist already has Shadow Ball and Polar Geist is a worse move. Golurk is way too glassy to get to a nuke move like this. Dusclops is interesting because you're going to see a video tomorrow where I use Dusclops in the Catch Cup. And it was interesting because I liked it, but one of the things I'm going to say about it in the video is that it lacks shield pressure because you have a decently bulky Pokemon with Hex, not a great fast move, but the fast move, the charge moves were Shadow Punch and Ice Punch. and it's not anything to threaten anyone. But now you know Poltergeist, and again, it's worse than Shadow Ball, but if you can't get Shadow Ball, can Dusclops get Shadow Ball? Actually, I know you're running, you run Shadow Punch because, no, you cannot learn, right now you cannot learn the move, right? Shadow Punch, all the different punches and frustration, right? And Hex. Yeah, Hex is the fast move. So that gives this Pokemon actually a nuke move, which is interesting. The nuke move is not a good move. Again, Shadow Ball is better, but if it doesn't have Shadow Ball as an option, you know, that is actually a good option. So I expect this Pokemon to not to be relevant, but to be more relevant, and especially in those like niche cups, it's going to be super meta now. And then again, high horsepower. What happens when you give high horsepower will be interesting for, I forget the stats, Mamoswine instead of Bulldoze. Mamoswine becomes better in the Master League, in my opinion, with high horsepower. Piloswine's kind of niche anyways, and Galarian Rapidash, again, I use Galarian Rapidash in the that one cup there. It is way too glassy to get to a charge move like that, so I don't know how relevant it's going to be, quite honestly. Galarian Weezing with Brutal Swing. I actually like an Ampharos with Brutal Swing. I actually like Galarian Weezing with Brutal Swing because right now the problem was you had Sludge, which was a terrible move, or you had Nukes. You had Play Rough or Overheat, right? And it took a while to get to all of them. So getting a lower move like Brutal Swing is interesting. I don't think it'll change it too much, but I'm interested. And then Ampharos with the Brutal Swing. Anyways, that is the new season. Again, based on these moves, based on these buffs and nerfs, not much is going to change, right? Maybe a little less Nidoqueens, maybe a little less Double Charmers, Medicham, Noctowl, Galarian Stunfisk, Registeel, like nothing. Swampert, counter users, like nothing's changed there. These specialized cups will go over. I go over each of them when we start the season, anyways. But yeah, the big takeaway for me is goodbye classic cups moving forward. Get ready for it. I would not be surprised if next season they do like back to back this, right? I would not be surprised if they go Master League Premier 2 weeks in a row, kind of force you. Like they're forcing your hand, right? They're forcing you to do raids. They're forcing you to spend that dust. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that is it. So check out my team tomorrow. We'll have the Shadow Punch, Dusclops, and then Wednesday I've got a team building up 2 Pokemon from the Catch Cup that I finally did all those raids for Runerigus. So I used Runerigus, really interesting Pokemon. Check out Wednesday's video. And then Thursday, I'll probably recapture the season. Thursday is going to be a rant video in the morning. A little bit with this. We'll talk about XL Classic. We'll talk about the rewards. We'll talk about state of the game. A couple like things. And then Friday, I'll do my first Great League team. And then Saturday, I'm in Toronto for regionals. So I'll put out a video Saturday after teams are locked in, going over the top 6 that I'm bringing, because I'm not bringing Medicham, I'm not bringing Noctowl, I'm not bringing Galarian Stunfisk, and I am not bringing what was the 4th meta that is always there. I forget what the 4th meta is. I'm not bringing any of the main metas. Noctowl, Medicham, Lickitung, Galarian Stunfisk. I'm not bringing any of those 4 Pokemon. I'm going off book because I'm not good enough battler, right? I'm a good team builder. I cannot bring the same team as everyone and beat them because they are way more skilled than me. I can bring a different team and catch them off guard by team building against them. So check that out Saturday. Hope I do okay. Again, I just want to win one match. I just don't want to get shut out. That's my goal. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.